We're live, and this is Off Pin, where we go all in on the offense and we bust again.
We
Week
went all in
4
and we
was not-
fucking
yeah.
went broke.
Rest in
Tilt,
peace to
full
all you
tilt.
people that bought tickets to Vegas. I'm just
Jesus,
saying.
bro.
Damn.
All right, guys. So we got spanked yesterday, but
Blowout.
we got a special surprise for all of our listeners this week. We have a special guest, and for those of you that tuned into our last episode, you're gonna be excited for
We're gonna do
this one. Here it is, the Miami legend, Mr. Don Rickles himself,
Oh, man.
Andy Pita. Welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
You know what, Howard?
Oh shit!
Arsenal. Lovely. What's
There
up,
we
guys?
go.
Oye,
What up, Andy?
a pleasure to be here, guys. First and foremost, I want to say this. I saw your video. I love the shout out because that was one of my favorite skits back in the days. When I saw this and I saw what you guys were doing, I'm like, bro, I gotta jump in this. I've been dying to just talk sports, but in a fan perspective. Not so like, when you see ESPN, you hear talk radio, but what do us, the fans, what we have to say about our Dolphins, about our team in general, bro? And that's why I love what you guys are doing, and I had to jump in, bro.
Man,
So
we
thank you
appreciate
guys so
all
much.
the love, Andy. We really do, bro. And we thank you for blessing us with your presence, brother.
No, people
really
know
do.
I'm any ISO. I'm sorry, couldn't be fancy. I got my mic right here. It's
There
more
we
like
go.
a cup, but I just see that.
It's all a part of the gimmick, man.
I can't find my connection. So as long as you guys can hear me right, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Testing
You're
We're
one.
good.
golden,
We're
man.
good.
We're
You're
good. All right,
golden, man.
we don't need that.
All right, since you are our only special guest ever, we were
Sweet.
gonna start with you. Let's start. What were your thoughts after yesterday's Buffalo blowout, bro? What do you think?
Guys, I'm going to be straight up honest. I'm not going to
Please,
be like a
please.
typical Miami fan, okay? That's going to be like, we suck again. Oh, we knew it all along. I'm guessing that's what your typical Miami fan that hops on the bandwagon are going to say. I'm sorry. For me, this loss was healthy, okay? It humbled us. It brought us back to reality. And in any given Sunday, it can happen to any football team, guys. And we
Absolutely.
underestimated the Bills. Guys, we're in their house. They're a good team, okay? They're also one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl, okay? But this is why this loss was important, because it just showed our weakness, all right? It just
Big time.
exposed our defense. And now that is something that we have to work on. Now I'm sure McDaniel, all right, he's Mr. Point Dexter. He's going to go back, right? He's going to start freaking analyzing this. He's going to read it. They're going to go on film. And now this is going to make us a better team, better, bigger, stronger. And so what I'm going to say about this is a healthy loss and we shouldn't take it. Yeah, this is a suck 48-20 against the Bills, bro. I feel
Especially
like
after winning 70-20, right? Like you did not think this was gonna come.
dude,
You got to balance things out, man.
we got
guess.
the high. We got the high, and it
You're
felt
right.
so good. But guys, you have to realize, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost. Look at the Bills lost against the Jets. Anyone can lose against any other team. And guess what? When you're a team like us, the Dolphins that made history, okay? Of course, other teams are gonna want to target you. They're gonna give you everything they got. They're gonna give them 100% to make a statement. And we were that team. And it is what it is. Yes, it does suck on the freaking stat sheet, but you know what? This loss is healthy because in the end of the day, guys, it's the team that is hot during the winter, right before that Super Bowl. I don't give a shit. I'd rather trade in if we're like 14, 15-0. I don't want it. I want us to lose and learn, but as long as we're hot going into the playoffs, that to me is all that matters.
Absolutely, dude. I'm with
We need
you.
to call McDaniels and get this guy on the staff. Holy crap, I'm pumped.
Come on, bro. McDaniel, what do you want? I got you. I'll write it down. What you got, McDaniel?
Hey, that's a solid Halloween costume, bro.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I love McDaniels, bro. Tell me what you guys think that we finally have a cool coach that's relatable. And that guy's a geek. And I prefer, instead of a guy that used to play in the NFL, a guy like that, kind of like Spoelstra. Spoelstra, all he did pretty much in his career was looking to film, analyzing this and that. Those guys are the ones you got to be scared about because they look at the X's and O's. Those guys are prepared. And McDaniel's, I don't know if you heard his story. The guy wakes up at 3 a.m, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy's a workhorse. He's a machine. He's all about the freaking stats, the play-by-play. He is prepared, bro. So I am confident with our team. I don't care about this loss. In fact, yeah, am I bummed out? Does it feel like they put it with sand right behind me, a cappella, but I feel like this is healthy. We need to be humble.
100%. A slice of humble pie fed to us right on the fucking plate, bro. And it is what it is. This game literally came down to being outplayed and outcoached. We went to Buffalo. We were super cocky. And you tried to be cute versus a team that plays to punch you right in the fucking mouth. You cannot be cute with a team that is there to play physical. As you saw yesterday, they were playing through the whistle. They wanted us to feel them 100%. And it was just insane to me, man. You got to give it to them. As much as I fucking hate to say it, because I hate the Bills, they outplayed us and we were outcoached. They did not have the proper game plan to prepare for these guys.
And look, it is what it is. I knew it was going to be a shootout, and that's what we saw in that first, the first quarter, second quarter, touchdown, back and forth, touchdown. So I'm like, damn, this game is gonna decide on who makes the first mistake. And unfortunately, we're the ones that made the first mistake.
Yep.
And that's what it really boiled down to. And then the penalties. And then look, we were really good with not causing turnovers. And unfortunately, bro, we had those turnovers, and that's what killed us. Now with the Bills, bro, we had to counteract every time they threw something. We had to fight them right back and forth. Once we made that mistake, that's it. We let go of the rope, and that's what decided the game, bro.
That's it. Too large of a lead, and you have to play one-dimensional, man. Yep. Martin, your thoughts?
Honestly, you guys started off nice, but you guys know, and you guys either go with I'm not a fan, but I like to say I'm realistic. And this, like Andy said, this is the most needed loss of the season because it came versus a team that everybody kept telling us we're already better than. And I asked myself, why are we better than them? What have we done realistically to say that we're better than the Bills? They've gone head-to-head versus the Chiefs in the playoffs, something we haven't gone as deep as doing. We lost to the Bills last year in the playoffs. Obviously, Tua wasn't there, but that's the furthest we've gone. What have we really done to cement our status in the NFL? We haven't. The Miami Dolphins for the last 20 years, I'm sorry, as a fan, realistically speaking, have been just the Jaguars, basically. We've been the Browns.
Buffalo owns us.
And especially since Tom Brady left. And since Tom Brady left, Bills have been the division winners every year. They've dominated the Jets. They've dominated the Patriots. And they've been, toss up with us. We'll get some wins here and there, but nothing that stood out. Our win last year, week 3, we won by a field goal or 3 points, or 2 points, something like that. It was nothing crazy. The end of the year, we went to Buffalo, and it was a good game. But realistically speaking, did we do anything to be like, we're gonna smash you in the mouth and take this game from you? We didn't, man. So again, I'm not surprised by it. I thought we were underdogs going into this game. I was not on the high horse because I'm realistic. I think Josh Allen is a superior quarterback right now, and our offense to me is good. But you guys know how I feel about our lack of run game. I love the run game, and we don't use it enough, and it showed this game.
All I'm gonna say is, I heard all week, if you don't lose in Buffalo, where are you gonna lose? The pressure's off. Your game now. So
exactly.
You can lose in Buffalo again.
We got 2 teams that were they should be freebies, bro. We got the Giants and Carolina coming. Exactly. Good way to get shit back on track, bro.
And I'm glad that we lost in their house during this time, because imagine going to Buffalo during the winter time, towards the end of the season, when you got to clinch, where you really need that win. I feel like this is a win-win. Nobody likes to lose, of course, but I feel like this is healthy for us, bro. I feel like this was important.
We weren't going to go undefeated.
What do you think?
We're going undefeated. Exactly.
What do people thought that we're going? This is the NFL.
Some people say it, man.
And the Bills are a freaking good team, dude. And straight out. And look, I had Josh Allen on my fantasy both weeks because I don't want to.
No. You
benched one of them. The one that
you do not bench that guy.
Money talks, man. I don't do that.
Look, I did it because it's like a juju kind of thing. Okay, so I put Kirk Cousins. Mind you, probably
Oh, you really don't like yourself. You start Kirk Cousins over Josh Allen.
But here's why. I'm so passionate about the Dolphins. I don't want to be worrying about, oh wow, but
Yeah.
at least Josh Allen is doing good.
Yeah.
While the Dolphins are
Oh,
losing.
Martin's the king of that. When he was a season ticket holder, he
Yup.
wouldn't even watch the games. He's on his fucking phone watching all the fantasy leagues. I'm like,
Hey,
yo, what do
first
you pay
of all,
for?
I was in 6 or 7 leagues at that time. I had a problem. I went and got help. Okay, I'm no longer on
Good,
that many
good.
leagues, and I don't have to watch the games. I don't watch my phone like that.
Bro, I used to do that.
1-800 Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah, I used to do 4 leagues, bro. And stop. That's stressful. It's like talking to 5 girls at the same time. You have to keep up with them. You gotta show them No, bro.
No.
Okay, it sucks. And the fact that I gave it a break because imagine your Dolphins losing. Like sometimes, and then when your fantasy team wins, all right. But what if your Dolphins lose, your fantasy team loses as well? So that's double the stress. I don't want to deal with it. All right, look at these gray hairs, man. It's for a reason, bro. The Dolphins did this to me, bro. Okay? But now this year had showed so much promise. Look, when I was a Dolphins fan since I came out of my mother's vagina. Sorry about this. Yeah.
Hey, baby ears. Cover your ears, Ralph. Cover your ears.
But I know the legacy that he left. And then we got to witness when we went to the playoffs for the first time with Pennington. What was that? 09?
Oh,
so
yeah.
In our generation, seeing the Dolphins succeed is rare, man. And we finally get to see this dynamic offense that we haven't seen, that we get to march down the field in command. Our 2-minute drill is unheard of. Something that we haven't seen in years. So there is still promise to this team. We cannot let what the media says, what anyone says, downplay what we've been able to do as a team. And we're still a force to be reckoned with, bro. All right. We have a huge chance. I'm not going to say, oh, the Dolphins is Super Bowl bound, but I'm sorry. We're going to make a statement regardless of this loss.
Absolutely. I don't think this loss knocks us off track. It's just a little speed bump. That's all it is.
Yeah.
All righty. So who is the biggest one to blame yesterday? Who we pointing the finger to?
The biggest flop?
Biggest flop. Who we got? Ralph, you didn't get to say much. Go ahead. Who you got? I feel like we're all gonna know the same. We're all gonna have the same answer here.
I'm gonna go with the coaching, all around coaching. I'm gonna go with McDaniel's. I'm gonna go with Fangio, everybody, because number one, you got very cute when A-Chain has 6 touches for 200 yards. I'm sorry, not 200 yards, 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then you stop giving him the ball. We didn't see him till late in the third quarter. And then on the defensive side, you didn't adjust, and we got burnt, sliced, cooked over the field. No adjustment with Kohu on Stephon Diggs.
Hey, we'll pick one person. Pick one person.
Yeah, for real.
One person.
Coaching. Did we give him the floor? Because coño.
Nah, coaching. I'm gonna say coaching staff 100%.
I'm gonna go with coaching, but I'm going Fangio. This guy is supposed to be this guru and have this stellar defense and be able to be shut down and not allow points, whatever, the bend don't break bullshit. But hey, we're breaking, and you're failing to make adjustments. Cater Kohu is out here covering Stephon Diggs and getting roasted. Now, some of those penalties he had, I disagree with. I think he was in good position to make the play on the ball. But why is X not going over to shadow Diggs? Why you're paying this guy so much money? He should be covering the number 1 receiver on the other side. And it seems like we're now dealing with a coach that this is my scheme, this is how we do it, and we don't have the players to fit that scheme. A lot of our guys that we normally depend on aren't showing up. Where the fuck is Wilkins? Where's Chubb? Where are all these guys? And is it because they don't fit the scheme? It might be, boys. So defense has a lot to work on, and I don't know if it's going to get adjusted.
You're absolutely right, man. So look, my the ones that really caused this, man, I have to say, the defense, man. You know, the DBs from, our defensive tackles. What happened, man? They kept on going through the holes. Diggs, that's unacceptable, man. You go there, you cannot compete in the playoffs with that kind of defense. So yeah, either it's from the defensive coordinator to all the way to, and none of our tackling horrible.
Absolutely, it was trash.
Did you guys see that play where Diggs grabbed the ball?
So bad.
Guys, even when I played street football, we always knew go for the legs, man. What's going on? Man, he's doing things. He makes us look like if you kept on pressing the X button, and people just what's going on, man. Our tackling is pretty much the complete defense was a failure. It was a bust. That was the cause of this loss, honestly, man.
Absolutely. Martin?
So I just want to do something different, just because you guys. Yes, I'm gonna call out the defense, but I said it before the game started. They announced the inactives. Connor Williams was out. Guess who took his place? Liam Eichenberg. That guy is Jesse Davis of 2023-22.
Have you seen the meme with him pushing the tank?
Hey, who's talking? Me or you? Who's talking? This guy was talking for 2 minutes about Mike McDaniel's, Fangio, his grandson, I don't know, a quarterback's cousin, and now he wants to talk over me. So yeah, I'm going Liam Eichenberg. They had pressure on us with 4 guys. I don't understand how there was plays that we had 6 people blocking, and with their 4 guys, which they normally only rush with 4, they got to us easily. The only lineman I think that stood out that did well, obviously, there is some collapsing that's going to fall on him too, was, again, Austin Jackson. He was the only lineman I felt after Armstead got hurt that really stood his ground. Liam Eichenberg, bro, you are the weakest link.
And let's not forget on the play where he was sliding backwards.
Oh, my. He's the one that hurt Armstead.
He caused Armstead to go down. He caused him. So now we're out without our left tackle for... They didn't say days. They didn't say. They said weeks.
Oh, they said weeks.
So,
weeks.
Yeah,
and it's not. It's not realistically speaking. He stepped in for Colin Williams because we had no other option. So you can't really blame him. But you do have to look at it. Like, all right, what was the problem? Every other week we've had a really good O-line. Connor Williams, please. Chris Greer, that's the guy you have to pay. By the way, that guy is very good. He can't snap the ball very well, but once the ball is snapped, he is very good and he is highly rated. So pay that guy, please.
Absolutely,
pay that man. Give him his money. And now, guys, to reiterate, bro, I mean, look, the fumbles, man, that killed us. Mostert, that was a key point when we were gaining momentum. We were marching down the field, and that destroyed us. And then also, and I know, I'm sorry if I'm skipping the
No, dude, go. You're actually on point. This works.
What was completely vital, man, when we had this momentum, we were marching down the field, and I think it was the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, that Tua threw that fumble. I mean, I'm sorry, the interception.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of killed us. Actually, no, it was the third quarter. Third quarter. We saw something going on. All right, we got a spark coming back. All right, we got this. And then bam. That right there, I felt was a turning point of going downhill. And not only that, not converting. And I know what I love about McDaniels, he's aggressive. Hey, 4th and some change, let's do it. Let's go. We got this. But the play calling was terrible too. So he has a little bit to blame as well. Like, how are you going to try to attempt to pass the ball when you're inches away, or even the running game there just did not work for us.
The worst call. Now you're bringing up those short yardage. That it was on 3rd and 1. They pitched it to Mostert. Why are you gonna pitch?
Yeah, yes.
That's the one he fumbled on.
Yes.
That was horrible. That
was a horrible call. That is the worst call of the game.
That's the same thing going back to last season. Every time we're in short yardage, it's a crazy cutesy play called when we don't need it. We really don't. It's a straight hand off. You have Alec Ingold in your backfield. Hand the ball off. Get a yard
that's what I said. I was surprised we paid him so quickly because we don't use the guy. We use him as a blocker downfield before we use him as a run blocker.
Yep.
No, I'm totally with you guys. And this seems to be like the one consistent issue with McDaniels now in his year 2 is like in short yardage. It's like, what are you doing? You're trying to do too much, bro. Get under center, get an I form, and move it. That's it, and go.
Tush push.
Yes, bro.
No, we can't do that. We can't do tush push. Tua is fragile. We can't do tush push.
That too.
We cannot.
Hey, but you know what? Another win out of this game is that Tua is still healthy, guys. Hey,
yeah.
Well, you're right. Normally, the team that destroys him.
Oh, crazy stat! This is his first Week 5 game of his career. I didn't know that until today. First Week 5 game of his career. Obviously, NFL. I'm not talking about college.
No, yeah. That's crazy.
That's insane. Bro. I didn't know that. They threw that out there. I was like, what?
Helmet that they built for him from NASA. You know, he should be good, dude. Like
that shit oddly shaped, bro. It's like a real dolphin head. Like it's long and then it browns. I don't know what the fuck.
And now that his training, you can kind of tell from the replays when he got sacked that he's knowing how to fall. You know, he's doing that jiu-jitsu,
which is crazy.
Whatever he learned.
How do you not know how to fall?
Like
toddlers learn this shit. Like I don't like, you know, like a baby knows to put its leg up and like go over. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it.
Guys, he wasn't dropped as a kid, bro. That's the thing. Where you were dropped, you wouldn't have to learn from anything. So that's the problem.
Tackles that created that concussion protocol that he was out, bro. He literally grabbed the ball, he got tackled, and he
slammed.
Yeah, no, and then fucking head whip, bro. Like, what are you doing? It makes no sense.
Important, man. But you know what?
Okay, was there any anything to take away that was good? Any positive notes from this game other than the slice of humble pie? Did we see anyone on the field that shined a little?
The guy who didn't get the ball off, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
But now, do you think he should be the number one clear workhorse back?
100%. 100%. Your number one running back just fumbled 2 times in a big game.
Yeah,
that's tough to say, man.
100 plus yards. That to me, that this guy is the big deal. We got a secret weapon there, guys.
No, that I agree with you, man. But we need him to last a full season. It's a little guy. I don't think you can abuse him and give him 20 carries, anything like that. I think it should still remain a 50-50 split between Mostert and him, and give Jeff Wilson some carries now, because now we got him back. Hopefully they activate him, and we have somebody for those short yardage plays.
Yeah, remember those old school days, bro, of football when you used to give your running back 30
carries,
bro. Carries a game. Ricky broke the record. Did he get like 50 carries in one game? Those days are over, bro. You have to share the field. It's more dynamic. They got to be how do you say, like hybrids. I prefer them doing screens, doing passes, but yes, sharing with these two. It's freaking explosive. But yes, there is that main guy in a pinnacle point or a critical down that you give the ball to. So let me ask you guys a question. Who would you give the ball to? Third and something. It's, fourth quarter. We got seconds left, but we got to gain that yard. Who do you think will be your go-to running back?
I think if we knew how to use our running backs better, I think Mostert would still be the guy. Yeah. But we don't. I don't think McDaniel has not showed that he knows how to properly use his running backs. I'm sorry. The Broncos game was like one of those games where you're like, bro, anybody touched the ball, they scored. Put Liam Eichenberg, throw him out there, throw him the ball. Touchdown.
You want to touch the DJ? You want to
basically, bro. So that's why until I see that, I'm gonna say Mostert's still there. He just hasn't been used the right way yet. Because he has been really good when given the opportunity. He had a fumble, bro. Whatever. It's going to happen. The best running backs in the league getting paid $15 million are fumbling the ball. So that, to me, it really doesn't do anything to me. Yeah. But yeah, Mostert to me is still a guy.
I think it's too soon to put everything on a rookie's hands, bro. I know it's amazing what he's been doing, and it's explosive play after explosive play, but I don't think that'll last if you give him a workload of 20, 25 carries every game for the whole season.
Not yet, man.
I'm sorry. We still have Mostert. You got to use him.
You cannot give him less than 10, though. Especially when
but none of them should have been under 10. None of them should have been under 10. That was dumb. That ruined the game for us. We were forcing throws out there. Of course. It should be 15 each. At least 15 each.
But also, it depends on the momentum, man. Like running backs, it's tough for them when they switch the ball. They get benched and they bring in the other guy. It depends on that. You know what I'm saying? They got to feel the heat. They got to keep on going. And the play has to work for who's hot at that moment right then and there. So doing the switch off, you get somebody fresh, but I mean, it takes away from that guy's momentum going on because that's what it is. It's like you see a little snowball rolling down and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what you want our running backs to get. They want to get bigger and bigger.
That's Mostert. Mostert, when given the opportunity, when he gets more carries, he has shown that he can handle the carries. That's not the problem. If he gets hurt, that's a different story. But he gets better as the game goes on. He's really shown that. Yep. And if he had 9 carries, whatever. He has 7 yards. That defense is no slouch. You're gonna expect some running backs not to do as well. And to me, A-Chain is gonna be that like you have a special package. And you want to run the ball with him, great. But make sure you give that number 1 running back, in my opinion, Mostert, the ball. Yeah. Because he's your best pass protector. He could catch the ball. He can do it all still, man.
I still think that this week ended up, it just became one-dimensional. We were down 3 scores, pass. And it was just insane to me how they didn't blitz. They didn't send anything crazy at us. They just
never
were
do
able
that.
to get
They're a 4-man blitz team. That's what they do.
consistent pressure all game long with 4 people. Of course, nobody's going to be able to get open downfield. You got 7 guys able to cover everybody. But
why
now,
are you going to blitz when you're up 20 points? There's no point.
of course,
Yep.
yeah. But it just what mind boggles me. Even with the tight end, sometimes you got 6 people and we still couldn't stop it. It just
And that's why I felt like running the ball would have been good
was.
because it would have calmed down the game. We were so on the run, although we were running, we're literally moving and throwing, that it really didn't give you a time to like feel out the game. When you're just throwing the ball, what can you really evaluate? You're not gonna see much. You get to change it up on them, run the ball. You're gonna open up. Even Tyreek Hill. I don't know if he's heard our podcast, but he's like, I think we would have ran the ball, or we would have better more people open on the pass. He said it. I didn't say it.
I mean, that goes back to the saying, you run to pass the ball, to set it up,
It does set up.
But yes. Let's move on. We're over. We're out of Buffalo. We're done. We're moving past this. Ralph, we got the Giants coming into town. Exactly. Fucking Buffalo, you better be ready because we're coming. You're coming actually to this house and you're gonna get it. And that's gonna be that's gonna be
your words wisely.
Hopefully for AFC East.
Mark my effing words, bro. We're gonna fucking dominate them. When they come to our house, it's gonna be a different story, different atmosphere, Baba. There's no way in hell that they're gonna take our number like this. No.
Nah.
I would be so upset. It would be such a failure. Freaking, not just if we don't clinch the playoffs, obviously that's a huge failure, but losing to them twice in the season and in our house, no, ahora sí me pongo mal.
Exactly. With this team. Exactly. Oh. All right, Ralph. We got the Giants coming to town. What are we thinking this week? What are our keys to victory? What do we got to do?
Keys to victory: run the ball, and run the ball. It's simple, bro. That's a very weak defense. We should wear them out. Don't try to get anybody hurt. As far as Tyreek, Waddle's already coming off 1 week with the concussion. And keep your quarterback up. Again, I said it last week. He got sacked 3 times in the game after not giving up more than 1 sack in 3 weeks. So that's where I'm going to leave him, man. And I'm going to say Dolphins 30, Giants 10.
Oh, shit.
Actually,
this guy went ahead at the score prediction already.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now. MVP Tua because he torched them last time.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Dolphins have a 83.5% chance to beat the Giants on Sunday. That's a pretty high number. Normally, the Dolphins, no matter what team in history, we've always been in the below 50 percentile because people hate us because they ain't us.
Yup.
But if you ask me, that 88 point is still pretty low versus the Giants. I'm just saying.
I know, right?
They are terrible. They're so bad.
Shout out to Weepy.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones. I don't know how he got that contract. I don't know who his agent is.
Yeah.
That guy deserves everything, every little penny he gets.
Yeah.
But definitely, what I want to see this game, we need a win in the trenches after taking that L like that versus the Bills, man.
Yeah.
I want to see complete dominance. I don't care who's at center. I don't care who's at left tackle. Make it fucking work, and we gotta dominate in the trenches this week. Keep Tua upright, run for 150 yards again, and seal the dub. I'm expecting a big win. I'll go 28-10 Dolphins.
Hey, it was pretty close.
Go ahead, Andy. My bad. I went over you. My bad.
No. Martin, you go. So we end with
all right. Yeah,
the grand
you're
spectacle
right.
today.
Stop, bro. Stop,
bro.
So honestly, yeah, we got to win in the trenches. We got to run the ball. We got to be more physical this week. We got to practice for the Bills week 17. Because if you don't start now, we're never gonna do it. We got to go back to what we did weeks 1 through 3. Although we were like terrific week 3 and whatever we did, running the ball was really how we won weeks 1 and 2. We were pretty. Oh no, okay. So it was a balanced attack week 2, but week 1 we did very well on the ground. So I think we got to continue that. Whoever it is at back, I don't care who it is. We just got to run the ball. McDaniel, stop trying to look pretty. Tyreek Hill's gonna get his. Jalen Waddle's gonna get his. Tua's gonna get his numbers. But we need to make sure that we're a balanced attack so they don't know what to expect week in, week out. And I think it starts week 5 versus the Giants versus a team that you should obliterate again, like you did to the Broncos. Just run the ball.
There we go. All right, Andy.
What do I think, Howard?
Are they going to open it up?
Yeah. Dude, they're going to. Well, here's the thing. Here's what scares me with these 1-2 teams, these 0-3 teams. They're the ones that I fear the most because they go out there and they got nothing to lose, bro, and they get the best out of them. And notice in history, Dolphins it's weird. We would beat or compete with the good teams and lose against the sorry ass freaking teams. So I'm not gonna go in there saying, oh, it's gonna be a guaranteed W. But I will say this: after this loss, that was probably demoralizing for the Dolphins, but they also learned from it. I'm so confident that the Dolphins are going to win, and it's going to be at least 38-7 or 14, or they're going to push the defense so hard that it might be almost a shutout, or 3-28, 3-40. That's what I feel like it might be. It's going to be a dominant win for the Dolphins this Sunday. Put it on there, drop this fake mic,
put it on the board,
and it's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. But we also got to be, don't go out there. Just remember, sucky teams tend to surprise people. But I feel like
open up the playbook.
They're going to open up the playbook and do some crazy passes. They get a halfback pass. The Dolphins never do a halfback. You see JP using his third leg.
No, but I do want to.
Classic, man.
Hold on. I do want to know, Andy. What's your best Dolphins memory growing up?
Oh my God, dude! I went to the Washington Redskins game. This was the first time we were all orange.
Oh shit!
They came to our house, and we went to that game.
That was a Sunday night game, I think.
There was yes. So, bro, throughout the whole freaking game, we got fans talking shit throughout everything, and then it was back and forth. And bro, I remember Ricky Williams running it down to take the lead, and that to me was so memorable, man. The crowd response, wearing the orange jerseys, which one of my favorite. Watching Ricky Williams do that, so that to me had to be one of the most memorable, man. And we rubbed it in that one fan's face, like you see, But also, one of the memorable ones was, I think it was week 3 against Kansas City Chiefs. We opened up, and this is 2009. We opened up the Wildcat, and next thing you know, bro, the Dolphins had this craze that we weren't even known for, and we were succeeding. We were doing things that people were just shocked about. Do you guys remember that game that we beat Kansas City Chiefs? The Chiefs by like, I don't know, it was a crazy a deficit, and that's when we introduced the Wildcat. That was also memorable for me.
Was that versus the Pats?
Yeah, it was first the first game.
But we beat the Chiefs later in that season.
Yeah.
So then we beat the
same
Chiefs
thing.
later. Then we dominated the Chiefs, but yes, we introduced it first against the Pats. That to me was memorable, man.
Dude, seeing Belichick just confused, like, bro, what the fuck is this? Ronnie, like that is printed in my mind.
Watching Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams back to forth, like, man, you got this guy that I freaking was clearly one of my favorite running backs. He left, he took a hiatus, obviously what he went through. Then he's back, one more chance for redemption. And then he's partnering up with Ronnie Brown he had his moments. And them two together, and the Dolphins win. Dude, we were on a bad streak. And then the beginning, seeing that and succeeding with the Wildcat, that created a trend in the NFL, which eventually didn't last too long because
it ended with a white.
People pick it up. Oh, that too. Yeah, white.
There's so many memorable times. The thing is, what sucks about being a Dolphins fan, obviously a real hardcore one that you experience when you lose so much.
A lot of bad.
Yeah, a lot of bad. But then the good, you really appreciate it. Not like any other fan. Oh yeah, we should have been doing that anyways. No, man, for us it's awesome. So this to us, guys, and I'm sure you guys are hardcore Dolphins fans, just like I am. This
not Martin, but yeah.
No, yeah. But this is a high, guys, and this is something that we're experiencing that is great, that we have to go with it and take this memory, bro. But in the end of the day, the outcome, I'm sorry, we have to make the playoffs, because if we don't make the playoffs, it's another fail. Like, it's a failure.
I don't even think it's just make playoffs. I think we have to make a deep run, because we got a 2-year window, and that's going to close fast.
Right. How about we win a playoff game?
Exactly.
I don't think we won it. I mean, do you have the statistic? What, since 1998, 99? I mean, 99, I feel like, or 2000 or 99, that we got destroyed by the Jaguars 63 or something.
By the Jaguars.
Marino's
Mark Brunell, you
Marino's
son of a...
last game.
That was sad. That was sad.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is our time, guys. And Pepperati's speech is coming.
Oh, I'm ready. We saw you. We saw you were teasing it. I'm ready, bro.
Bro, I've only done one for the Heat. I've done one for my high schools. But you know what? It's time. But here's the thing why I haven't done one for the Dolphins. I'm that kind of guy, bro, that, fuck, man, I'm afraid if I do something, they might lose or doing well. But then again, they haven't been doing well. So I think it's time. Just kind of pump up this crowd of Miami.
Pull out all the stops, brother.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's gonna we all believe it's gonna be a special season, but this was definitely a special episode. Thank you to our guest, Andy Pita. If you made it this far, make sure to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. This is the All Fin Podcast. We'll see you next week, boys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.